Hey everyone, I've been seeing this little box pop up all over my feed lately, the Teradek Serv 4K. It's getting talked about in live streaming circles, podcast setups, and even small OB vans. So I grabbed one to see what all the fuss is about and whether it actually fits into real-world workflows. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the Serv 4K is small enough to mount right on a camera body, yet it's packing enough punch to handle 4K HDR at 60 frames per second. That's not just marketing talk. I ran a Blackmagic Pocket 6K through it and the colors stayed accurate all the way to my Atomos monitor. If you're doing corporate events or indie film shoots where you need to send a clean feed to a client in real time, the 10-bit 4:2:2 pipeline makes a noticeable difference over cheaper, HDMI-only transmitters. I've noticed that especially when working with logos or graphics that have very specific color requirements, the Serv 4K delivers. One feature I didn't expect to use every day, but now can't live without is the dual HEVC plus AVC compression. You can send a low-latency AVC stream to a local monitor for the crew, while simultaneously pushing a high-efficiency HEVC stream to YouTube or Vimeo. Latency on both paths measured under 250 milliseconds when I tested it with a 5 GHz Wi-Fi bridge, so the director can still call action without delay. This is huge for live events, where every second counts. I recall one time when we were streaming a conference, and the speaker was walking around the stage with the low latency. Our camera operator could easily track the speaker without any noticeable lag. Security is another angle that surprised me. The unit uses 256-bit military-grade encryption for both streams, which is overkill for most YouTube creators, but perfect for closed corporate events or medical live streams where HIPAA compliance matters. I ran a quick Wireshark capture and couldn't pull any usable frames off the network, so I'm comfortable using it on client gigs where NDAs are involved. This level of security gives me peace of mind when working with sensitive content. The built-in OLED menu is a game-saver when you're on location and don't want to pull out a laptop. You can adjust bitrate, switch between SDI and HDMI inputs, and even tweak the multi-view layout without ever touching a phone app. I had it mounted on a gimbal rig for a trade show booth demo, and the Quiet Fan Plus OLED visibility in daylight meant I could make changes on the fly without stopping the feed. One thing I appreciated was the simplicity of the menu. It's very intuitive, even for those who aren't super tech-savvy. Remote collaboration tools are baked right in. The Serv 4K can create a private link that lets producers, clients, or remote colorists watch the stream and even drop voice annotations. I used it last week when a director in New York wanted to tweak exposure. While I was shooting in Los Angeles, she could see the waveform and talk me through adjustments without needing a separate comms system. This was a total game changer for our workflow. We were able to make changes in real time, and the director could see exactly what she was getting without having to physically be on set. Cloud streaming is straightforward too. You can push directly to platforms like YouTube, Facebook, or your own RTMP endpoint. I tested a 4K 60 HDR stream to YouTube at 35 megabits per second and the quality held up even when I zoomed in on a 55-inch display. The multi-viewer support means you can send different angles or ISO feeds to different cloud destinations simultaneously, which is handy for multi-camera podcasts. I've also used it to stream to Vimeo, and the process was just as seamless. Now, it's not perfect. The unit gets warm after a few hours of 4K 60 streaming, so I wouldn't mount it inside a sealed bag. Also, the power brick is proprietary, so if you're traveling light you'll need to pack the official adapter. And while the OLED is bright, direct sunlight can wash it out, so you might still want a phone or tablet for critical menu tweaks outdoors. But overall, these are minor complaints for what you get. In terms of compatibility, I've tested the Serv 4K with a variety of cameras, from the Blackmagic Pocket 6K to the Sony A7S, and it's worked flawlessly with all of them. The SDI and HDMI inputs give you a lot of flexibility, and the unit can handle just about any resolution or frame rate you throw at it. I've even used it with some older cameras that only have HDMI outputs, and the Serv 4K was able to handle the signal without any issues. In conclusion, the Teradek Serv 4K is a powerful tool that can elevate your live productions to the next level. With its compact size, robust feature set, and ease of use, it's an excellent choice for anyone looking to stream high-quality video. Check the link below if you want to see the current price and any bundle deals.